Now we are starting with section 123, correct? So 123, what is that? Declaration of dividend. So what happened in declaration of dividend? Okay, there are two types of dividend: interim dividend, final dividend. So interim dividend you have to see. Okay, so P&L surplus and current year's profit, and in final dividend you have four surplus. Come on, tell me. Current year's profit, P&L surplus, reserves, okay, government subsidy. Now, only if you pay from reserves, that is free reserves, what is happening? Four rules applies. Then, if you see from the P&L credit balance, then one rule applies. That is called rate rule. Correct? So this is what we have discussed. And that rate, come on, in reserves, free reserves, if you pay, rule 1, what is that? Rate rule. Then withdrawal rule. Then usage rule. Then balance rule. So the notes we have studied, what is that notes? Depreciation should be adjusted. Then previous year's losses. Sorry, current year's losses. Current year against current year reserves, you should adjust. Current year's profit, you should adjust the previous year's losses. Then we have studied what? In one deposits. It does not any deposits. Okay. So this is what broadly we have studied. Then section 124 we studied. 124 unpaid dividend. So declaration of dividend within 30 days it should be paid, and 5 days it should be transferred to separate bank account. Okay, escrow account it is like then. And if it is not paid within 30 days, it should be transferred to unpaid or unclaimed dividend account. It should be transferred. Okay. Then within how many days it should be transferred? 7 days it should be transferred. Then if it's not. Then 12% interest will be shared along with the person. Okay. Then you should upload the person's name, last known person's name in website and ROC. You should intimate ROC and you should upload in the website within 90 days. So that now they can claim that dividend afterwards. And it will be there for a period of 7 years. Then it will be transferred to. Okay, super. Then we studied section 125 IEPF, just constitution. So that's not main thing. Then 126 abeyance. Correct? So what is abeyance? In case of dispute. So rights, dividend, etc. will be kept in abeyance. Then section 127 we studied penalties. So we studied penalties. So here for company it is 18%. For directors, okay, it is fine as well as imprisonment. And we have certain exemption. What are the exemption? Okay, that is I intimated to the shareholder. Okay, shareholder has given instruction, but the instruction has not been ordered. But you have to intimate the shareholders. Okay, if I intimate to the shareholders, no problem. Then okay, lawful adjustment. Then what? Okay, operation of law. Then dispute. So these and all. Okay, exception for 127. Then we studied 128. What is that? Book should be kept in register office. It should be true and valid. Then accrual basis. Double entry system. Correct? Then can the books be kept in electronic form? Yes. So books can also be kept in electronic form. That's not a problem. But books can also be having a like storage outside India also possible. Okay, even cloud is also possible. But if you have a cloud, then IP address has to be provided. And this electronic form should be printable, readable, okay, storable, stored, unaltered. Okay. Then inspection of books of accounts. Who can do inspection of books of accounts? Board of directors. Okay. So board of directors can do inspection of books of accounts. Can the board of holding company do inspection of subsidiary companies? Okay. Can the person appoint agent? Yes. Now, shareholder cannot be do inspection as per the Companies Act, but shareholders can do inspection as per the regulation number 89 of Table F of Schedule 1. Okay, so they have to pass either board resolution or they have to get authorization in general meeting, ordinary resolution. Okay. Then any person who is interested in the duty, he will be fined if he is not doing it. So MD, whole-time director, director or CFO or any employee, he will be fined if he is not following section 128. Then we will be studying section 129, which is financial statement. Consists of balance sheet, P&L, cash flow statement, extraordinary notes, changes in equity, if any. Correct? Next. It should also be kept in proven value, section 133, that is what accounting standards will be followed, it is central government accounting standards. Then schedule 3 format, okay. Then we have consolidation. No, consolidation is there. Consolidation is there. So if you have subsidiary includes associated joint, correct? Then if you are not following 133, then you have to give notes, okay, deviation, which is not applicable. A17 is not applicable to okay, government company engaged in defense, correct? Okay, then okay, next we will be studying section 133. 130 not applicable. Okay, so 133 central government accounting standards. Okay, till 133 comes to picture, which we will be following 211 3C, which is NACA standards. Okay, then we will be studying then section 134, which is board report, correct? What is the contents of the board? First, financial statements. Okay, who has to sign the financial statements? Chairman, authorized by board. Then two directors, out of which one shall be MD. Then CEO is a director plus CFO plus CS. Correct? Okay. Then coming to board of directors, director report. Whenever you gives financial statement to the ROC, you should along with audited financial statement only, you should submit the board report. Okay, so board report should always attach with the audited financial statements. Okay, next, so contents of the board report come on: extract of annual return, then number of meetings of the board, then director's responsibility statement. Okay, then we have fraud, which is not at all report. Fraud which is not reportable to the central government. Then dividend. So dividend and any transfer of reserves, because transfer of reserve is not mandatory now, correct? So transfer to any reserves. Then no reserves. Then retained profit, correct? Retained earnings. Then forex, foreign income outgo. Then conservation of energy. Then policies. What are the policies? CSR policy, nomination remuneration policy, and audit committee. Okay, audit committee now if you violate. Okay, so section 177. If you not responding, then we will be having explanation to the qualification of the auditors, secretarial auditors. Okay, cost auditor, etc. Then we will be having performance of subsidiaries. So subsidiaries, you will be like AOC 4 will be there. Financial AOC 1, sorry. Then the financial highlights of the companies. Okay, then the person who is earning more than that 60 lakhs per annum, okay, and 5 lakhs per month. Top 10 employees. Risk matrix like back analysis, like a SWOT analysis also they will have. Then risk policy. Sulpa, what? Information? Technological import. So technological absorption. Accounting standard violation. If you have not followed accounting standard, you have to write like that. Then accounting. Okay. Then we will be going data responsibility statement in detail. In that we will be first is accounting standards, then accounting policy has been properly adopted. Okay, then consistency, then going concern, and IFSC. Then IFSC, internal financial control system. In that, come on, first one, books of accounts are complete. Then financial statement or completely they have books of accounts is complete. Then complete disclosure here, disclosure. Then timely preparation. Okay, then safeguarding of assets. Then prevention and detection of fraud and error. Correct? Then so this is not will be discussed in direct responsibility. Then all laws and regulations are followed. Okay, do I complete it? So all these things we discussed in section 134. Then we have section 135. What is that? CSR. CSR applicability. Network 500 crores or more, turnover 1000 crores or more, net profit 5 crores or more. So 2% of okay. So that then audit CSR committee will be there. So CSR committee, how many members will be there? 3 directors will be there. Okay, majority shall be independent. Okay. Then what will be there? For private limited company, the 3 directors is not there, only 2 directors is there, and the independent director is not there. And what is the CSR policy? See section schedule 7. So schedule 7 CSR policy. We know the CSR policy. That is Prime Minister Fund, then Swachh Bharat, Clean Ganga, okay, unemployment, okay, then child mortality, maternal health. Okay, rural, slum, okay, poverty, occasional skill, defense, army, environment, sustainability of the environment, HIV, okay, slum area have written then. So we will go to the next section, 136, circulation of financial statements. So within 21 days I have to circulate to members, correct? Then even consolidated financial statement as well as standalone financial statement I have to circulate. Then email I will send, correct? I can send an email. Then in listed company mandatory email, and unlisted public company demat account I can send an email. Or if they are having net worth more than 1 crore, turnover more than 10 crore, I will be sending the financial statement in email if they are having email with me. Like then and I have to upload in the listed company for which I have to upload in the website, and I have to keep on copy in the register office for inspection. Once I keep in the register office for inspection, it amounts to file. Okay, that means this section is complied with. Any other thing? Starter notice, that is my interpretation. Then we went to section 137. What is that? Filing of financial statement with ROC. $30 days from okay AGM adoption. Okay, if AGM not adopted, so AGM not adopted, then there are two things: provisional first, then final. Okay, then AGM itself not held. What will happen? Within 30 days from the date of AGM, all you are doing it, correct? And along with the reasons, everything for which you have to give reasons. Then 138. What is that? Internal audit. So what are the companies internal auditors must? Listed company, public company, private company. For listed company, mandatory. For public company, turnover 200 crores or more, outstanding loan exceeding 100 crores, paid up capital 50 crores or more, then deposits 25 crores or more. For private limited company, only these two. Who will be appointed as internal auditor? CA, CMA, or professional appointed by board. Okay, then we have section 139, appointment of auditors. So we have stat auditors first for non-government company stat auditors, then government company stat auditors. For non-government company subsequent auditors, come on, tell me. Okay, 5 years they will be appointed, correct? For a period of 5 years they will be appointed, but each year have to have ratification. Okay, before that you have to get the declaration from the auditors, correct? Declaration from the auditors stating what? Is willingness. First is willingness, then not disqualified, ceiling limit, etc. Then for government company it should be appointed within 180 days from the opening of financial year. Then what we had? First auditors. Okay. Send first auditor for non-government company. Come on, tell me non-government company. Okay, board shall appoint faculties of incorporation. If failed, 90 days. Okay. Then for government company, within 60 days. If they fail within 30 days, board. Then from this date, 60 days. That means what? 120 days totally. So then we studied. Then what? See, in 143 read with 139, this government company auditor is there. No. Okay. He will do addition to the statutory auditors. So statutory auditors, they will do audit and give the report to the C&AG. Based on that report, C&AG will do two types of audit. One is called test audit. Okay. Another one is called supplementary audit. What is test audit? They will do only sample verification. What is supplementary audit? They will do full verification. Okay. With this, okay. Now we are going to section 394 and 395. Now 394 and 395 is very simple. This is called government company reports. Okay, which we not written the notes there because I want to explain here. Section 394 here, what it says, this audit report done by central C&AG, you know, in 394 what it says, if both central government and state government holds the shares, then it should be filed with both central government and state government. Who is the authority? Central government means parliament, state government means state legislature. Okay, so in two houses of the parliament I have to file. Within how many months I have to file? Within 3 months from the AGM. So I have to file annual report. Along with the annual report I have to file C&AG comments, because C&AG's comments is not relevant for the shareholders, means like for outsiders. It is relevant for only central government because their angle is what? The proprietary angle of audit. Correct? In 395, it is very simple. Only state government will be having the shares. Only if the state government is having the shares, this audit done by the C&AG, that report has to be filed within 3 months after adopting in the AGM. So statutory auditors will be done in AGM. So that outsiders, the small shareholders and all, they will be knowing only the statutory auditors report, because they should know only section 443. They need not be knowing section 395 report. 395 is C&AG's report, which will be given to central government in case of 394 and the state government in case of 395. So central and state both holds 394 will come. Only state holds 395 will come. Both are same. Within 3 months you have to submit along with your comments. That's all. So with this section 139 first part is completed. Then we have branch audit. Okay. Then we have joint audit. Then we have rotation of auditors. Rotation command, when it is applicable? It's a listed company. Then mandatory. Public company, two conditions. Paid up capital 20 crores. Borrowings 50 crores. Private limited company. Sorry. Public company paid up 10. Private limited company paid up capital 20 crores. Borrowings 50 crores. Okay. Then rotation of auditors. Then casual vacancy. Come on, tell me what is casual vacancy? Resignation. Other than resignation. In case of resignation, okay, board should appoint within 30 days and it should be ratified within 3 months by general meeting. Then in case of others, okay, other than resignation, come on, tell me, board shall be appointed within 30 days. This is 139.8. Then we will go to 140, removal and resignation. Okay, once again. Okay. Now, removal, resignation. Okay. Removal. In removal, who has authority to remove the auditors? Okay. First, the board of directors will have a resolution which will be filed with central government within how many days? 30 days. Okay, then what will happen? Central government will approve it within that 60 days. Okay, they have to conduct the EGM and they have to pass a certain resolution. With this, removal will be done. Then, representation will be given by the auditors. That and all will be there. Then resignation, the auditor can resign. Okay, here ADT 2, here ADT 3. So who and all should be filed with? Central government. In case of, that is what, CAG. Okay, central government auditor. Then ROC. Okay, then ROC all cases. Then company. So company is the first priority. Then ROC. Then central government. Understood? அது extra நம்ம சொன்னது. Then we had 142 remuneration. Okay, come on, tell me who will fix the remuneration? Board of directors. Okay, then in case of public company, okay, in case of government company, CAG will be done. So board of directors in case of first auditor, then subsequent auditor who will fix the remuneration? Members will fix the remuneration for subsequent auditors. Understood? Then we had 143 powers and duties. Come on, tell me what are your powers first? Okay, access books of accounts, get information, explanation. Okay, right to inquire. Okay, right to express opinion, true and fair view. Okay, accounting standard follows. Okay, then inquire, right to inquire. Like, come on, tell me what are the points? Okay, first loans shown as deposits. Then directors personal expenses, charge of the revenue. Mere book entries. Investment. Okay, company is not an investment company, but much of the assets are investment assets sold less than cost price. Shares allotted for cash, but cash not received. Okay, loans shown as deposits. We have written next. Okay, then we have additional other powers. Qualification. When you have to qualify. If you have any reservations, then adverse remark. When you have to pass adverse remark, okay, when the going concern is not there, so everything you should have a reason. Understood? Then accounting standard following, etc., etc. We studied. Then IPCC, very important. New thing is IPCC got introduced. Then what is that? So even in that only listed company will be having IPCC, but audit report all company has to have IPCC. Internal Financial Control System they have to run. Then auditor will be responsible for following this auditing standards. Correct? Standards on auditing. SCA he has to follow. Then he has to report under CARO. Correct? He has to report under CARO also. Then auditor has to report fraud. Correct? Fraud reporting less than 1 crore, more than or equal to 1 crore. Central government reporting will come. Within 2 days he has to report it to board of directors. Then
they have to reply
okay, then what will happen? They have to reply within 45 days. Along with that, within 15 days, that is totally 60 days, he has to report to the central government in case if it is more than or equal to 1 crore. Then we studied 144. So prohibited services. Come on, tell me what is prohibited services? Okay, bookkeeping, internal audit, okay, accounting also, then actuarial services, then implementation of EIP, MIS, then investment advisory, then banking advisory, outsourced financial services, then management services. Then we have section 145. No, 141 disqualification. Come on, in disqualification. Okay, come on, we will say disqualification. Body corporate, then directors, KMPs, relatives, then employees, then directors, officers, then partners, then firm in which they are interested. Then if even if they use brand name, trade name, okay, everything will be covered. Even if the person is doing 144 services, that person cannot be audited if he is using the same brand name, trade name, etc. Then we have 3 things: shareholding, indebtedness, then guarantee. For shareholding, come on, tell me. Okay, for auditors and partners, even 1 rupee. For relatives, okay, up to how much? Face value of 1 lakh. For others, into indebtedness, 5 lakhs. Okay, in this, if more than amount is there, within 60 days he has to pay that. Then come on, guarantee how much? 1 lakh. Okay. Then we had section 143, 345, okay, 145. So auditor has to sign audit report. Right? Come on, tell me. So once the board signs, he has to sign. Along with the qualification, if he has to give the justification and he has to read out in the general meeting. Then 146 we had, what is that? Okay, right to attend general meeting. Even not only right, he has a duty to attend general meeting also. Either if he has to send representative, correct? Otherwise, he has to get exemption under in general meeting. He has to get exemption or article of association has to authorize. Then we have 147. What is that? Penalty. So mostly for section 139 and 143, 144, he will be heavily penalized. Okay. And the penalty, there are 2 types. One is willfully, another one is non-willfully. Understood? Then what are the penalties? Come on, tell me. He has to refund the fees. Then there are two things. One is willfully means like what? 25,000 to 1 lakh. Okay, 25,000 to 5 lakhs, 1 lakh to 25 lakhs. Okay, and he will be suffering all the losses suffered. Okay, he will be okay. Loss and all means anyone who suffered the loss because of your statement, you will be giving back to them.
Partners joint and several.
Then partners joint and several liability. Then for criminal liability, offence and all, only the concerned partners will be liable. Then we have section 148 cost audit. Correct? So when central government has to do, we have two things: cost records and cost audit. Cost records we have two things: regulated sector, non-regulated sector. For regulated sector turnover how much? 25 crores. Non-regulated turnover 35 crores. Then cost audit regulated sector how much? 50 crores. Non-regulated sector 100 crores. Okay, which other company exempted from cost audit? Is a company, 70% export company. Now tell me, in 137 we have XBRL filing. Correct? Come on, which other company XBRL is mandatory? Which other company XBRL is mandatory? Paid up capital 5 crores, turnover 100 crores. Turnover 100 crores. Okay. Then what are the company exempted? Banking, insurance, power sector. These three companies are exempted. Now we are going to section 149. Come on, tell me. Appointment of directors, minimum and maximum number of directors 5, 15. And if you want to exit past special resolution, correct? Then woman director is necessary. In case if the paid up capital is come on. Paid up capital 25 crores. 100 crores or more, and turnover 300 crores or more. Okay. Then at least one woman director should be there. Hey, you should participate, ma. Then come on, resident directors. Okay, at least 1%. Okay, it should be 180 days. It should be there. Then we have what? Independent directors. He should be integrity and he should have expert. So in various fields. Then he should not have any pecuniary interest. Then he should not come on. First. You should not be any KMP, directors of the company or relatives of them. Then you should not be employee in the last 3 years. You should not hold more than 2% of shares. Then you should not be a pecuniary interest holder. Okay. Either you should not be a customer or vendor. Next, relatives of. Okay. Relatives, come on, tell me. 15 lakhs or 2% of the turnover. Okay. Whichever is less in current year and past 2 years. Okay. Then we had qualities. Okay, whether we can pay remuneration. Yes. Okay, what are the 3 types of remuneration? Sitting fees, expenses, profit-making commission. Okay. Then how many years you can appoint him? 5 years. Can you reappoint him? Yes, after 5 years by giving justification and passing special resolution. Okay. Then cooling period for another 3 years. 3 years will be cooling period for him. Then any other thing we have in independent director? Yes, schedule 4 we have to follow. Correct? Okay. So everything we have code of conduct is schedule 4. Then we go to section 150 database. Okay, by central government. Central government will maintain a database. Then 151, what is that? Directors. What is that? Okay. If listed company, only for listed company, 110 or 1000 small shareholders. Okay, who is small shareholder? Who is holding? Okay, less than 20,000 rupees or less. Then, come on. Okay, they will.
Non-rotational.
So non-rotational, appointed for a period of 3 years. Okay. Then he cannot be removed unless otherwise it's approved by the small shareholders. Okay. He can be maximum how many directorships? 2 companies directorships only he can hold. Then these two are not competing each other. Then section 152 sum 1. Come on, tell me. First directors who is named in the subscribers. Okay. So who is first named in the articles of association? If articles of association nobody is named, then subscribers are named in case they are individuals. Okay. Then they are called deemed first directors. Then we have subsequent. Okay, all the directors should be appointed in the general meeting by passing what resolution? Ordinary resolution. Then we have 3. You have to have DIN number. 4. You have to give declaration to act as director. 5. You should give consent to act as director. 6A. In case of public company, rotational directors is there. Come on, tell me how many rotational director? 2/3. Not less than 2/3 will be directors. Okay. Out of this, 1/3 shall be there at every AGM. Okay. Then, in case more than 1/3 are having a first in first out. So first in first out. If more than 1/3, then mutual consent. Okay. Else draws. In the resolution, in the general meeting, if they are not getting in the general meeting. Okay, come on, tell me in the general meeting if they are not getting. Okay. Appointed meeting, the general meeting is getting adjourned. So in the adjourned meeting also they are not. Adjourned meeting will happen on next week, same day, same place, same time. Okay. So in that time if they are not, what happened? Come on fast. Okay, they will be deemed reappointed provided they have not expressed their unwillingness. It's not put and lost. Okay, if they are not disqualified, they have not vacated the office, then they have not enlocked. They have not earlier appointment is not enlocked under section 162. Then we have section 153 application of DIN. Then 154 allotment of DIN. Then 155 one director can do only one DIN. Then 156 director will be a company. 157 company will be a ROC. 158 okay obligation to sign. 159 okay punishment. Then one second 160 okay candidature. Come on, tell me who can stand there? Either member or nominee of a member. Say how much deposit you should have? Okay, 1 lakh rupees deposit you should have. 14 days notice should be given before the general meeting. Then okay, if they wins, what will happen? Refund. If they have not win but more than 20%, then they both may refund. Then 161 subsection 1. Additional director, who is appointing them? Board of Directors provided authorized by the Articles of Association. Then they will be holding office till the commencement of AGM. Okay, if the AGM not held on the date of which AGM ought to have been held. Then if whoever cannot be appointed as additional director, the person fails to get the regularization in the AGM, or the person who is removed. Okay. Then 161 subsection 2, what is that? Alternate director. Okay, who will be, when alternate director will be appointed? Alternate director abroad. Okay, for a period of not less than 3 months. Stupid for over 3 years. Okay, 3 months. Then alternate director will be appointed by the Board of Directors provided Articles of Association authorized. Else they have to pass ordinary resolution in the general meeting. Okay. Then he will be holding the office till the original director returns to India, okay, or the tenure of original director, correct? Whichever is earlier. Then 161 subsection 3, what is that? Nominee director. Come on, tell me who is the nominee director appointed by central government or state government or financial institution if they hold shares in a company. They will be appointed for a period of 3 years, non-rotational, correct?
Cannot be removed.
They cannot be removed. Correct? Super. Then 161 what is that? Casual vacancy. Casual vacancy. Then he will be appointed by Board of Directors in case if the director is appointed by general meeting. Okay. So he will be holding till the tenure of the original director. Understood? Then 162 will go end of resolution. Okay, for which you have to pass unanimous. Okay, unanimous resolution. Then 163 proportional representation thereafter. Okay, not less than 2/3 shall be proportionally represented in case of applicable to only public companies. Then we have 164 disqualification of director. So we have 164 1 primary disqualification, 164 2. Okay, disqualification clause A, clause B is there. Clause A for annual accounts or annual returns for a continuous period of 3 years. Okay, you will be disqualified for a period of 5 years. Correct? Then clause B, what happens? Okay, the debentures, deposits and dividend. Okay, it is like 1 plus 4 years. Then we have private limited company additional disqualification. Here we have unsound mind, undischarged, insolvent, then applied for insolvency, then convicted by court, not less than 6 months, and 5 years period not elapsed from the date of expiry of the sentence. Then 188 is there. Then if in 7 years is also there. If you are imprisoned for a period of 7 years, you cannot become director for life. Then 152 subsection 3, then cause in arrears is there. Then we have section 150, 165. What is that? Maximum of 166. Okay. Duties of directors. What is that? Okay. Starting good faith. Okay. Cannot assign office. Then. Okay. Object. Then you should work for employees. Then you should work for society. Correct? Then we have 167. What is that? Vacation of office. What is that? Okay. 164 subsection 2 disqualification. Then. Not attending any board meeting, then not disclosing the interest under section 184, then after disclosure you are participating as under 184, then we have what? Come on! Hey, convicted for a period, okay, 6 months or more, even if you are going for appeal, because in 164 what? 164 you can go for appeal, correct? Okay, within 30 days you can go for appeal, then if the appeal is disclosed, within next 7 days you can go for appeal, then so there's not vacation will come. Then if you are willingly act, then you will be imprisoned, correct? So if all the directors are vacated, who will be there? Promoters will be there. Even if promoter is vacated, then central government will be appointing. Then we are going to section 168. Resignation of director, section 168. In that, how the directors can resign? They have to file with the board of board report. They have board of directors. They have to give their resignation letter, and they have to file DIR. Come on, DIR 11, and the board of directors has to file DIR 12. Correct? Next, and till what day they will be liable? They will be liable up to the date of resignation. Post that they will not come. So this is 169. Come on, tell me. Remove of director. How to remove director? By passing ordinary resolution in general meeting, for which you have to give additional notice, etc., etc., and it amounts to casual vacancy. Correct? Next we will be going to section 170. What is that? Okay, membership, directors membership. Okay, and they will be having name of the directors and shares held by them. 171 inspection. So member can inspect. If not, ROC member will complain. They will grow on inspection. Then 172 penalties. Okay, with this we have completed almost 13 12 plus for our this. We will go to 173 board meetings. Okay. Say first board meeting within 30 days of incorporation. Okay, then maximum 4 board meetings in a year. Okay, not more than 120 days between 2 board meetings. Then board meeting. In case of so many companies, relaxation is given. 1% company, government company, small company, section 8 companies, relaxation is given. Then come to here, notice how much days notice should be given? 7 days notice should be given. Then otherwise it's called urgent meeting. Then in urgent meeting, come on, tell me at least one independent director has to participate. Can we do in video conferencing? Yes. What are the things which cannot be done in video conferencing? Adoption of accounts, board report, then prospectus, then amalgamation, mergers, etc. Then prospectus. Next, audit committee's consideration. Next we will go to 174 quorum. So 1/3 or 2, whichever is higher. Then in much of the data are interested, more than 2/3 are interested, then at least 2 will be there, and all others except 1 is interested. The 1 plus new additional data has to be appointed under section 161(1). These 2 will form a quorum. Then section company 8 or 25% of the total, whichever is less. Okay, subject to minimum of 2. If quorum is not there, what will happen? The meeting will get adjourned. The adjourned meeting will happen the same day, next week, same place, same time. If it is a national holiday, subsequent day. So secretary standard says what? There are 2 things. In secretary standard 1, there are 2 things to be remembered. One is agenda should be included in the board meeting. Another one is what? The board meeting as well as urgent board meeting, both cannot be held on the national holiday. Both. Okay, this is told in Secretary Standard 1, and as per section 118 you have to follow that. Then we will go for section 175 circular resolution. Okay, that draft resolution along with the explanatory papers, along the back papers, it will be sent to the all directors. And if 1/3 of the eligible directors, okay, only eligible director can vote. If the 1/3 of the eligible director wants to be discussed, then chairman has to conduct the face-to-face board meeting. Understood? Then 176 validity of the acts. Okay, defects will not make the old acts invalid, only future acts will become invalid. Then I am passing here 177 audit committee. Come on. It is applicable to all listed companies and a public company having paid up capital 10 crores or more, turnover 100 crores or more. Okay, loans borrowing debenture deposit exceeding 50 crores or more. This is the same applicable to even independent director. Correct? What is the duty of the audit committee? Recommend the board. Okay, next one, recommend to the board of auditors. Next, appointed internal and secretarial auditors. Then, valuation of undertaking, inspection of books of accounts. Then, come on, fast. Related party transaction approval. Related party transaction approval. Then, internal transfer deposits. Related party transaction, how much approval they can give? 1 crore they can give. This observation of audit, super observation of auditors. Okay, and before even they qualify, they have to discuss with the auditors, audit committee, and they have to form vigil mechanism. Correct? Yes. So if the borrowings is how much? 50 crores or more, or if they are having any deposits, then they have to contact vigil mechanism. The committee directors means that the independent director should be there. He is under the obligation to protect the whistleblowers. If any recommendations of the audit committee is neglected by the board of directors, they have to give reason in the 134. 178 nomination determination committee, same applicability. What is the duty? To select the directors, to recommend, then fix the remuneration. There are two types. One is fixed remuneration, another one is incentive policy, variable remuneration. Then training. Okay, those things are not analysis of performance, etc. Then this shall not be reported in the board of directors also. Then we have 178 subsection 5. What is that? In case 1000 shareholder, debenture holders, deposit holders, okay, they have to have grievances committee. They have to address the grievance of the shareholders. Okay. Then we have section 179. Okay, powers of the board. Sources. What are the sources you have? Okay, make calls, issue shares, borrow, then deposits. Then investing application is called what? Investing, then granting loans or advances, then guarantee, security, then buyback. How much here? 10%. Then investment, how much they can do as per read with section 186. Okay, 60% of paid up capital plus free reserves plus securities premium, okay, or 100% of free reserves plus securities premium, whichever is higher. Okay, and borrowings read with section 180. Come on, tell me, up to 100% of paid up capital plus free reserves. Okay, correct. And the securities premium is not there. Then, if more than that, they have to pass special resolution which is 180. Temporary is exempted. Correct? Yes. Temporary loans is exempted, which consists of demand loans and repayment of cash credits, bank overdraft, etc. Then we have other powers. Come on, tell me, taking note of director's disclosure of interest, section 184. Then signing of financial statements. Then appointing KMP SMT, senior manager person, board of directors. Okay, those things. Then delegation. There's three. What are the three powers that can be delegated? Investment. Okay. Borrowing. What are the investments? Borrowings, guarantees and securities. Okay, which can be delegated to MD, whole-time director, committee, principal officer. Correct? Then we will have section 180, which is restrictions on powers. That is what? First, sale or disposal of undertaking. Then substantial quota from whole or substantially whole. Then undertaking will be put. Next. Borrowing exceeding 100% of paid up capital and free reserves. Then buyback. Okay, more than 25%, up to 25%. Okay, of paid up capital plus free reserves. Then extension of time. Extension of time by the repayment of loan by directors loan. Then investing the proceedings. Come on, investing the proceeding which as compensation received for sale of undertaking. Then we have 181. What is that? Contribution to charity. Okay, so how much is 5% of net profit? 188. Then 182. Can you give more than 5%? Yes, by passing order resolution in general meeting. Then 182 political contribution. How much percentage? Okay, you cannot give even by passing special resolution more than this. Okay, and it cannot be even delegated. Only board resolution has to be passed. Then there are two things. One is directly as well as indirectly. Okay, both is covered. Advertisement and all will be covered. Advertisement, etc. will be covered here. Then who cannot give political contribution? Government company. Company is less than 3 years period. Even producer company cannot give. Okay. This and all will be discussed. Then 183, what is that? Defense fund. Generously can contribute, no problem. Then 184, disclosure of interest. Okay, what not you should do? Every director in the first board meeting, you need to participate in every subsequent board meeting. Whenever there is a change in the nature of interest, you should disclose. What not you should disclose? If he is a AOP, BOI member of that, then firm in which he is a partner and his relative, then he is having more than 2% voting in the body corporate, then any director in the company. So if I am a director, so all these things will be disclosed. And after disclose, you should not vote. This is in case of public limited company. For private limited company, you can vote. And even if two directors put together, they are having more than 2%, they cannot vote together. Then we have 185. What is that 185? Loans to directors. Okay, loans to directors covers what? Covered loans, guarantees, securities, book debts, and it covers director as well as person whom director is having interest. What is that? Director of the holding company of the lending company. Then firm in which the director is a partner or his relative is a partner, and relatives. Then company in which director is a, that is private limited company in which the director is a director. Then body corporate in which the board of directors are able to control how much share, 25%. And that company, that receiving company's board of directors are accustomed to that. Then what are the relaxation? MD, okay, by passing special resolution. And in CTC itself, that is terms and condition of the appointment itself, section 190, we have a written appointment note. In that order itself, we have the contract note. In that itself, you should tell that you are eligible for this much of loans. Then this is MD, second. Come on.
Ordinary course of business.
NBFC, that is NBFC, in the ordinary course of business, they have to at least charge the RBI rate of interest. Then, wholly owned subsidiary. Then they have subsidiary. Only one subsidiary can give loans, securities, guarantees. For subsidiary you can give only guarantees and securities you can give. Then we have exemption to private limited company. Very important. Okay, what is the exemption for a private limited company? Okay, if the paid up capital is not held by body corporate. And then second, the loans which they have received is 50 crores or twice the paid up capital, whichever is lesser. And third point is which is not defaulted. So in this case, section 185 is not applicable to a private limited company. Then 186, loans and investments. How much you can do? Up to, okay, 60% of paid up capital plus free reserves plus securities premium, or 100% of free reserves and securities premium, whichever is higher. This can be done by board resolution by passing 100% approval. Then beyond this, special resolution general meeting. In case when we have to get public financial institution approval, when the board is subsisting and it is default, then you have to get the approval of these persons. Then chain holding. What is prohibited? More than 2 years of, okay, investment subsidiary, it is prohibited. Correct? Then we have section 187. 187 is what? Investment to be held in the own name. In case you are having investment in others' name, then you have to keep the register and you have to disclose it. And with a reason, you have to disclose. Then section 188, related party transaction. Then related party transaction, we have studied relatives, common relatives, husband, spouse, father, mother, then brother, sister, son, daughter, son including stepson, step, everything step. Then daughter step is not there. Then son's wife, daughter's husband. Then in case of a company, come on tell me, holding, subsidiary, then associate, joint venture, then subsidiary, that is subsidiary of the holding company, then directors, then AMPs and directors relatives and KMPs relatives, and firms also, and companies in which the director is the director. Understood? So these are the relatives definition. 276 and 277 it is covered. Then we had what? Then related party transaction covered here. A, goods and services. Okay, then B, properties of any kind. Then C, leasing. Then D, services. Then E, agent for this code. Then holding officer, place of profit. Then underwriting. Super underwriting. Then A and D is a 100 crores or 10% of turnover, whichever is less. B and D, come on, 100 crores or 10% of turnover, whichever is less. Then C, 100 crores or 10% of network or 10% of turnover, whichever is less. Then D and E, 50 crores or 10% of the turnover, whichever is less. Then F, for director, even 1 rupee over and above the remuneration. For relatives, up to 1,000 rupees per month, no problem. Beyond that, they have to pass ordinary resolution in their general meeting. And all companies having paid up capital more than or equal to 10 crores, they have to pass the ordinary resolution in the general meeting. Understood? Then we have underwriting commission, 1% of the net worth. Then we have section 189. What is section 189? Okay, register to be maintained for section 188 and 184. Okay, in 184, in section 8 companies up to 1 lakh rupees they can vote also, no problem.
Up to 5 lakhs you cannot.
Up to 5 lakhs you need not enter into section 189 register. Then section 190, contract with MD and whole-time director. Then so written contract should be there. Then MR1 has to be filed along with, if you read section 196 you have to read. Then 191 compensation for loss of office. Correct?
Yes.
Then come on, tell me. Come on. When compensation is not payable? Amalgamation. In amalgamated, it's not amalgamation. It's not amalgamation. It's like he became subsidiary. This company becomes subsidiary of the. This is normal directors, not MD. So it becomes subsidiary. He only facilitated that, or it became 1/3 of the subsidiary. It's not 1/3. It's like it became associate. He only facilitated that. So he will not given compensation in this case. In any other case he will be given compensation. What all should be disclosed there? Name of the person, amount, method, okay. Then source, mode. Then come on. Reason. Okay, these are not to be disclosed in the notice. First, it has to be passed in board meeting. Then it will get ordinary resolution in the general meeting. So all this thing is 191, and we will be reading section 202. What is section 202? MD cannot get compensation for loss of office. What is that? In amalgamation, okay, if you get the amalgamated company or get the directorship, you will not be given compensation. Then he resigned. He himself resigned after amalgamation. Then even before amalgamation, he himself resigned normally. Then he is grossly negligent. Then his act only made him to become vacation of office. If he disqualified, if he vacates the office, okay, company wins winding up. So in these cases, I will not be paying compensation. In either case, I will pay compensation. What is the maximum compensation? Unexpected 3 years, subject to maximum of 3 years, whichever is less, multiplied by average of 3 years remuneration. Done. Then we will go jump to section 192. What is non-cash transaction? What is that? Director and the company should not enter into a non-cash transaction. First it should be valued by the registered valuer. Then board of director has to approve it. Then it has to be, and the vote is calling for general meeting. You have to give this reason and they have to give the valuation certificate. Then an ordinary resolution in the general meeting has to be done. Then 193. Okay, contract with the 1% company of the directors. Okay, that sole member of the 1% company if they then in ordinary course of business it is exempted. But in other case it is, they should first, if the company has a board of directors, the board of directors has to approve it. Otherwise no problem. But anyway they have to file directly with the ROC within 15 days of entering into transaction. Then we will be seeing section 194, forward dealing. So, in forward dealing, like what? Call option, put option. That is what? Right to buy and right to sell. Okay, at a future date at a predetermined price. Correct? So, it is prohibited. All the shares allotted to him is a void. Even if he is sold, okay, even if he is sold, that person who bought the shares will not get the good title. Then section 195, what is this? Insider trading. Then what happens? So, person access to unpublished price information. No Muslim company. So, he should not disclose to outsiders and he should not trade. Correct? Then violation amounts to 25 crores or recalculate after whichever is higher and 5 years. Then we have section 196. What is the 196? MD whole-time director and manager appointment. How many maximum years? 5 years I can appoint. I can reappoint them after by 4th to 5th year. In that time I can reappoint them by normal resolution I can do. Then if what is the age limit? 21 years to 70 years. So if you is having more than 70, special consideration in general meeting. Then justification should be given. Then 197 remuneration. Come on, how much? 5% in case of MD, 10% in case of MD and old-time director, then 11% in case of MD, old-time director and directors. Then 3% in case of less directors. Then schedule 5 limits. We have effective capital. Then we have current capital profit. Effective capital. Come on, tell me. Effective to 5 crores, 20 lakhs. Then 5 crores to 100 crores, 42 lakhs. Then 60 lakhs. Then 60 lakhs plus 0.01% of over and above 60 lakhs. 250 crores. Sorry, next. Space
current profit.
Now current relevant profit. Come on, tell me what is current relevant profit? Okay, 198 profit without giving adjustment to previous year's losses. Then into 2.5%. And more disclosure to be given that we will be seeing. We will not see now. Section 198 is a computation of net profit. It's nothing to do with final syllabus. Then 199 recover. So in 197, if you earn extra remuneration than what you are eligible for, you will be recovering. But in 199 recovery is totally different from 197 recovery. Here it's old. Okay, the old previous years if you are taken, no, that you will be recovering here. And in compensation we have one case law. What is that? Bell vs. Lever Limited. Correct? What happened in Bell vs. Lever Limited? They told compensation once paid cannot be recovered. Okay. Then we have section 203. What is that? Appointment of KMP. What is that? What is the KMP? In case the public company having paid up capital 10 crores or all listed company, they have to appoint. Come on, first one. MD, CEO, manager in their absent, old-time director. Then second one is what? CS for 5 crores paid up capital. Then third option is what? CFO. Correct? And you can be only one whole-time directorship you can have. Then you can have additional normal directorship you can have. But in subsidiary it's an exempted. You can have one more subsidiary companies KMP you can hold. Then we study section 204 secretarial audit. Okay. So practicing company secretary has to do for all listed company and public company having paid up capital 50 crores or more, turnover 250 crores or more, and they have to give audit report along with the qualification if any to the company. Company will be submitting to the shareholders. Then 205 duties of company secretary. So compliance with the Companies Act. Then records to be maintained. Board meeting, general meeting has to be conducted properly. But if there is any violation, it's not only the violation of the company secretary, also with the board of directors. Totally put together, they are responsible. Then advising to the directors in case of the Companies Act 2013 so far. Then we have section 206. 206 is what? Inquiry of the ROC. Then 207 inspection. Then 208 is reporting to the central government. 209 they will search and seize. Then 210 so see up to 209, 206 to 209 it is one set. Then 210 is another set. 210, 211, 212 is another set. 210 is what? Central government. In case there is a fraud, SFIO will be appointed and SFIO will do investigation. Then 211, 212 is even. Then 213 is separate. Then it is CLB. What is that? Tribunal. Tribunal to do investigation. So central government will do investigation on the report of ROC. Okay, or special resolution. But CLB will do report on 1/10 of the voting power in case of share capital is there. 1/5 of the voting power in case share capital is not there. Then default of creditor. Defraud of creditor also comes here. Then 214 you have to submit how much? 25,000 rupees. Correct? Then 215 body corporate and firms cannot be, only individual can be appointed as inspector. Then 216, I guess it is a lifting of corporate will. Then 217 and 217 powers. So powers of investigator. Then 218, it is you have duty to protect the employees, and 219 is related party. Okay, so you have to mix both related party and others. Then we will go to 223, this report. So he has to write a detailed explanation, reason for this fraud, whatever he has found, and he will be printing in the company's letter, and he will be affixing the seal of the investigator, and it will be given to public evidence officer. And central government, whatever they want to do, they will be taking the action against this report, and it is applicable to even foreign companies. Correct? All the section is applicable to even foreign companies. With that, we will be finishing this investigation chapter. We will go to 366, companies capable of being registered under this act. So companies here means what? The firm, LLP, association of persons. Okay, minimum how many members should be there? 7 members should be there. Then they have to file MOA, AOA, and they can be colored. So limited to limited. Then limited to non-limited to limited. So limited to limited, ordinary resolution. Unlimited to limited, special resolution. Then unlimited to unlimited. Now ordinary. So in this limited has two types. Limited by shares, limited by guarantee. Shares means you should tell the fixed amount. Correct? Then limited by guarantee should tell what is the contribution should be made. Then we have 367, the ROC will give certification of incorporation to them. Then 368, all assets will be continuing. 369, all liabilities will be continuing. 370, all litigations will be continuing. 371, effects. So this you have to advertise in the newspaper also. Then you have to strike off in the old LLP register or home register, you should strike off. And this AOA you have to adopt. If you want to adopt table of AOA, you have to pass special resolution. Then 374, okay, what is that? Obligation. So then we will go to 379. What is that? Foreign company, application of this act. So when this company is, the full act is applicable to a company. What is the foreign company? Foreign company means company having so incorporated outside India, having place of business in India. Then if more than 50% of the paid up capital is held by Indian citizens, Indian body corporate, or the combination of both, then it is called as like Indian company. So even though it's not incorporated in India, the entire Indian Companies Act is applicable to this company. Then this paid up capital includes equity share capital plus preference share capital. Then 380 documents to be submitted. Come on, tell me what are the documents to be submitted?
Parent company,
country, then parent company, then constitution under which, if it is not a MOA, then if it is not in English, then convert into English and submit. Then directors, DIN, PAN, name, farmer name, okay, passport number, then declaration, then secretary details, authorized person details, that is very important, authorized person. And if you already came here and went abroad, now you can again come here, then reason for everything you should discuss. Then whenever there is a change, you have to file again. Okay, another FC2 has to be filed within 30 days. Then 381. Come on. Books. Either 128 has to be followed, 129 has to be followed, etc. Then more particularly, related party transaction and repatriation. In related party transaction, what not should be disclosed? Nature of relationship, arm's length price, amount, then currency, okay, then any bad assets written up, etc. Then repatriation, which country, which currency, okay, okay, beneficiary, okay, country, and then beneficiary country, etc. Then we will be having 382. Come on, board follow. Okay, company to affix the board. It should be in both Indian language as well as English language as well as English language. And wherever there is having a branch, all this in front of that, they should have a board. Then 383, service of notice to the authorized person. So in case you serve the notice to the authorized person, that's enough. You will not serve the notice on the company. Then 384. debentures, annual account, annual returns, then charge, then inspection. So all these things section 71 will come. Then annual return within 60 days you should file. Then charge, you have to follow Indian Company Act chapter 6 I guess. Then inspection investigation. Okay, chapter 14 is there. Section 206 to section 227 is applicable. Okay, then we will be going section 387. What is that? Prospectus, dating of prospectus. That when you came here, okay, which country you are established, okay, all those things will be there. Then 388 consent. Consent of the expert. So without expert consent they cannot give. Then 389 registration of prospectus ROC. Then 390 IDR. So the IDR, what is the cut off? It should be listed company there. It should be listed company there. Then it should have paid up capital how much? $50 million US. Then it should have market capitalization $100 million US. Then what we have? Come on. They should have a foreign custodian banker. Then we have Indian custodian banker. Then we have depositories. Then 25% can be converted into shares. And this in foreign depository idea should be denominated in the Indian rupees, INR. Correct? Then they should have declared dividend in 3 out of 5 years.
10 years profits, within 10 years, 5 years.
Okay.
Distributable profits.
Distributable profit they should have earned. Then we had section 391 prospectus. If there is a violation, section 34, 35, 36 is applicable for them. It's actually simply nothing to do with fraud section. Both says fraud. Then 392, if any contravention, 1 lakh to 3 lakh penalty and 50,000 rupees per day penalty will be given. And 393, effect of validity of the contracts. All the contracts are valid. All the contracts are valid, but the Indian party can sue the foreign party cannot sue the Indian party. Then we have 394 and 395. This is government companies report. I explained now, no? In Article 143 I explained. So in case central government, state government has, okay, then they have to file within 3 months after the completion of AGM they have to file. Okay, in case of central government, okay, parliament. In case of state government, then it is state legislation they have to file. Okay, and the auditor will be doing something called there is something called directions and subdirections. Practically they will do. Means I am the statutory auditor, no? So I will get the directions and subdirections from the CA auditors. So I have to do audit under section 143 as well as I have to fill this HMM, that is half margin memo, that is in subdirections will be given. This is called 619 audit report they used to tell previously, and it is now called as 394 audit report. And the directions subdirections full yes, no, not applicable. Full of this sole proprietary angle means proprietary angle. Proprietary angle will be there. Then I have to give the report to the C&AG. Based on that they will be conducting test audit and supplementary audit. Based on that they will be giving the report which will be submitted to the central government. That's why this 3G audit report. Have you seen that? So not actually old they will found later only. That is 2009 they found it only 2012. So this C&AG will not do immediately. There's sometime late also they will do. Then we have 396 ROC establishment. Then 32 330. Okay, next they will have set up so many ROCs, wherever central government wants to set up they can set up. Then 397 evidence. So central government will allow this PDF form as the evidence. Then 398, then 8 is what? Inspection. So application. For that application you will be filing, actually 100 rupees you will be getting. 399 inspection you can do. What all you do inspection? Then incorporation documents, then annual accounts, annual returns, then charges. Prospectus only 14 days you can do. Okay, beyond that you have to go for central government approval. Then authentication of the document. If you want you can get document authenticated by paying additional fees. Then 400, what is that? Value-added services, Physical form, alternate. Physical form and electronic form is alternative. For 401 is a value-added services. Then 402 is information technology applicability. 403 very important. What the use of grace? Okay, grace period. Then 404 public fund. Okay, all these fines collected will be deposited in the public fund. Then 405 statistics. Then we had 406 Nidhi company. Mutual benefit company, correct? Mutual benefit for what purpose? Is savings purpose, correct? Savings purpose. Then
200.
okay, minimum 200% should be there, and they should be only individuals. Only individuals can become members. Then okay, what is the major income? Income. What is the major expense? Income. It's interest. What is major interest? Then income, other income also can be earned. What are the two other income? Regular income and longer income. But maximum it should not exceed 20%. What is the maximum dividend they can be paid? 25%. Beyond that, if you want to pay, you have to get the regional director's approval. Director should be appointed for a period of 10 years. Okay. Only member can deposit, only member can take loan, etc. Now we will go to section 439. So offence under Companies Act are non-commercial offence. Okay. And who can take cognizance of offence? Court can take cognizance of offence if it is filed by ROC, shareholder, SEBI, central government. Okay. But ROC and central government, they need not come for the hearing date. Okay. Then 442. Mediation and conciliation panel. What is mediation and conciliation panel? It's like an arbitration. Within 3 months they have to complete the proceedings. Then 447, punishment for fraud. And fraud is like intentional misrepresentation, omission, commission, okay, and willful default, deceiving others, and taking advantage of the situation. Then what? Okay, I am gaining with your loss. Those things. Fraud involving public policy, fraud not involving public policy. If fraud involving public policy, not less than 3 years. Okay. If fraud not involving public policy, 6 months to 10 years. Okay. Then fines not less than the fraud amount up to 3 times they will be putting. Then 448. What is that? False statement. Same 447 is applicable. Then 449, false evidence. That are 3 years to 7 years. Then 450, punishment blanket penalty. Okay. So then 451, repeated default. Okay, correct? Repeated default. So repeated default, fines double. Then imprisonment, same imprisonment. 452, wrongful withholding of the property. Then penalty they will put, then surrender, then they will be imprisoned. Then 453, for private limited, public limited, correct? So wrongful use 500 rupees, 2000 rupees. Then 454, appointment of adjudicating officer. And central government will be appointing the adjudicating officer. He will be hearing the case. He will be putting fines. He will be etc. Then 455, dormant company. Come on, tell me. What is 2 types of dormant company? One is for future benefit. Okay. So they should not have any significant transaction. What is that exempted from significant transaction? ROCs, government expenses, then maintenance records expenses. Okay. Then allotting of shares. Then 2 years if they have not or annual returns. Okay. Then we have 456. What is that? Good faith. Action to be done in good faith, they will exempt. Then 457. Non-disclosure of information. Okay, about the source of source they should not disclose. Then 458. Delegation of power, basically to SEBI. Correct? 194, 195. Then 460. Okay, a condonation of delay. Correct? So central government can condone delay. 463. Relief. So court can grant relief in case. Okay, if the imprisonment is an optional thing, once you pay the fines, you will be released. With this, we have completed in 1.5 hours, 1 hour 2 minutes. Okay. So take the practice question. We will see one practice question. Now, how to write the examination question? Mr. Vasu, take page number 156. Practice question number 1. Hurry. Especially for you. Okay. Practice question number 1. Section page number 156. Mr. Vasu is director of Huge Technologies Limited. Mr. Vasu is sentenced for imprisonment for a period of 7 years by Madras High Court. Within a prescribed time, he has gone for an appeal. Now explain with reference to the Companies Act status of Mr. Vasu. Okay. Everyone listen properly. This is examination question. Okay. Fact. Just 2 lines you have to complete. A director is imprisoned for a period of 7 years and he has appealed. he has appealed. That's all. Then, so this is all you should write. Just one line you should write. Don't write more than that. Because examiner you should not make him to read question paper every time. In question paper itself you should write in the answer paper. But you should not write blah blah blah. Okay. Just one line is enough. Then provisions.
164.
Okay, provision. Section 164 subsection 1 of the Companies Act 2013 read with what? Section 167. Okay. Along with proviso, second proviso of section 164. Correct? Second proviso, that is what appealing proviso for appeals. This is what proviso. Then explanation to the proviso. In explanation to the proviso, what you have to write? As per section 164 subsection 1, any person who is convicted for offence involving moral turpitude or otherwise and sentenced for imprisonment for a period not less than 6 months and for a period of 5 years not elapsed from the date of expiry of sentence. Okay, provided further, Supra, Pasupati, Umapati, provided further, okay, if a director is imprisoned for a period of not less than 7 years, okay, he shall not, okay, become director in his life. Correct? Then, provision says, proviso, second proviso to section 164 says what? If he files an appeal within a period of 30 days, okay, come on. He will not be disqualified till the appeal is disposed of. And if the appeal is disposed of and not in favor of him, then within 7 days he can go for second further appeal. Okay, next. As per section 167, a person has to vacate the office. Okay, even if he files appeal, even if he files the appeal, in case if he is convicted for the offence, okay, not less than 6 months. Okay, conclusion. Analysis. In the given case, Mr. Vasu is sentenced for a period of 7 years. Okay, assumption. It is for the period for moral turpitude. Okay, because it's not given there, so you have to assume it. But Mr. Vasu has been appealed. Mr. Vasu has appealed within time. Hence, Mr. Vasu is not disqualified. But as per section 167, Mr. Vasu has to vacate the office and file an appeal. Correct? Then, conclusion. Mr. Vasu has to vacate the office even though he is not disqualified. This sentence he will tick. First he will tick this sentence. He will put 4.5. Then he will go for step mark. 4.5 you should get. Not less than that. Understood? We can, we will. If we not, then who else? Section, subsection, clause, explanation, provision. We know everything. Then why should we beg for 40? Beg for 40, we should grab 60, right? Why should we beg for 40? Person who don't know section number, person who don't know clause, person who know only provision. Just name, naam kya was that my IPCC student can tell. Entire CA final I can take within 2 days for my IPCC student. Tomorrow because IPCC students are already thorough in section 1 to 122. If he sits in my class for just 3 days, how many days we sit? 5 days, 5 days morning and evening. So if you put together, it will be like 3.5 to 4 days. My IPC student, I can make him to tell this all this section. Why final? Why 22 years? I can make that person 17 years person to tell all these things. Then what else we have? We want experience, right? Your articleship experience. That's the only highlight to you. 17 years person I made in Kochi, 19 year person to tell section 1 to section 470. They told it. It's a record. But only thing is we don't have advertisement. We don't have anything. You can do it because 19-year-old girl is doing it. Why can't you do it? And just in 5 days we made it. Correct? So, sir, section number I have to read, case law I have to read. Don't ask questions, silly questions, stupid questions. You have to read section number, you have to read subsection number, you have to read case laws, you can write it. If in 3-4 days, if you can able to write it, if you can able to tell it, if you sit for 2 days peacefully and read, can you do it or not? First have this confidence. This technique is called subconscious memory power technique. Whoever told this answer, people will be asking, sir, what is this stupid subconscious memory power technique? Whoever told the answer here, Vijayshri, Aditya, Umapati, that girl, okay, and you all shouted, no? See, other people also told that shouting comes from Vijay, okay, Dikshit. That shouting comes from, and sometimes our Devani will shout, and our Kochi, Kerala boys will shout. Sometimes you will be drinking, but you will be shouting. Sometimes you have shouted. I have not seen you shouted, but you shouted sometimes. I cannot able to see you, but okay. So now, and the enthusiasm, right? Okay, so it is called subconscious memory power technique. I doesn't made any section to mark up. Sir, why you gave notes? Unless otherwise I gave that much of notes, you could not remember, because without even you reading, it's all bent. This is called index finger, correct? This is the scanner. This is a natural scanner. Previously in my small years and all, we used to read like this and we have to shout. Correct? We have to shout and we used to read like this. And have you remember in exam hall and all, if you forget some answer, you can able to, you know, the left hand side top corner, it is there. It's not coming, it is here, it is here, it is not coming, correct? But because of that, because that time you read properly. Now what you are doing? Casting also you are reading. I know this casting. I know this sum. Exam correct? Because now you are started reading without writing. I want anyone sitting here to pass. And I want everyone sitting here to get 55 plus above. There is nothing called 40, 45 in our life. Okay, 55 and above we should get. Right? With this note, we will take one more question. Question number, I will go for one brainstorming question. 12th question. 12th question. Question number 12, page number 157. Lakshmi Vilas Company. Wait, listen very carefully. You all should answer me. Okay. Lakshmi Vilas Company is earning huge profits, which they want to give it to Ram Vilas LLP by way of loan. In Ram Vilas LLP, where Mr. Pillaya, brother of Mr. Murugan, who is a director of Lakshmi Vilas Company. So, who is Pillaya? Relative of a director of the lending company. Mr. Pillaya generally acts in his own capacity and not influenced by Mr. Murugan. Explain Lakshmi Vilas Company whether they can give this loan or not. Which section attracts here? 185. 185. 186 does not attract because I never gave any limit. 185 squarely attracts because whether it is relative, non-relative, whether you can give, not give, everything is covered here. Now come to, so 185 is attracted to the lending company. Now lending company is director, correct? Who is lending company? Lakshmi Vilas, correct? Now Lakshmi Vilas has given loan to whom? Ram Vilas, where a relative of a director. Ram Vilas is what? Company or LLP? LLP means what? It is a body corporate, correct? So company, which is public limited company to body corporate. Which clause is covered under the explanation? Whether the board of directors of the lending company able to accustomed to act. Come on. So the lending company's board of director, whether can they make the receiving companies to accustomed to act. Whether they are accustomed to act here, even though no, because it's not accustomed to act. See, Mr. He is acting in his own capacity, is not influenced by the director of the lending company. So it is here, it's not accustomed to act. Imagine all this thing you should think in the examination hall in the limited time of 1 minute. Because one question reading time is only 1 minute. Answering time 5.5 minutes. Totally 6.5 minutes. Presentation another half minutes. Okay. So in maximum 7 minutes you should complete 5 marks question. Otherwise you will not have time to complete the examination. Understood? This thinking will come only if I take the class like that. Okay. Because this is which batch? 39th batch for me. Which is what? 39th batch in past 1.5 years. 39th batch in past 1.5 years. the first batch here starts at January 6th of 2015. Okay, and today I am taking 39th batch. Across India I have taken batches. Okay, there are people who doesn't have any exposure, but to the people who are having exposure, good articles, if I take theory, if I explain only theory, without giving proper notes, without breaking the section, without giving practical exposure, you people will sleep and scold me. Correct? So, with this note I am completing my class. You should take a paper. One small help you should do. Take a paper. I will give some points. You should write a comments on it. Okay, this is called reviewing the teacher. Take first. This is for Companies Act 2013. Okay, heading is Review on Companies Act 2013. Completion of syllabus. Whether I covered all the Companies Act 2013 applicable for you. Completion of syllabus. Point number 2. Whether I am audible. Whether I have given proper notes. Whether I have given proper material, which is complete everything. Material. Whether I have given sufficient practical example. Whether I have given individual attention to you people. Individual attention. 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7. Doubt clarification. Doubt clarification. Whether we covered practice manual question, RTP question, past examination question. Okay. Whether you are satisfied in coverage of number of past examination question. Any other suggestion? Don't write your name. Just finish it. Then Aditya collect it. Take the paper, collect it, give it to Harisan.